Stoichkov, creative playmaker. Just like without any complication, as you can see, John Pess with a 70-month record-breaking sport. Fist my pump. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Thank you. Problem with Stoichkov. Type position 68. It's too low. Too low. Speed, I can go with it. Acceleration, usually I don't need that much speed from creative playmakers. Listen, you're not supposed to have all these creative playmakers. People want to use every creative playmaker like Messi and Neymar on the flank as a SS. You know what I mean? And a lot of time, just because it's not meta doesn't mean it's crap. But in Stoichkov's case, this type position is too low. Agility low, not for me, personally. And generally speaking, I would say the same thing. The skills he lacks, through passing is important, and he cannot play AMF. That's another bad, you know what I mean? So you can use him on the flank, creative playmaker is active. He can play CF. Remember, creative playmaker is not active as a CF. But that means you need to give him more offensive awareness. Finishing is still good at level 1. Doesn't play AMF. Through passing is good. He likes one-touch passing for finishing, acrobatic finishing as always. Personally, I don't even need him. Hopefully I don't get him. I might do a couple of more packs later. I did 21. I didn't get any. I was just doing to get Pep Guardiola beside Pirlo. That's going to be tasty. A defensive orchestrator against an offensive. I think they've done Pirlo wrong, dude. They did wrong in a good and bad way. Pirlo's too OP. Seriously. Have you seen his gold status? Ridiculous. So that's my opinion. Type position is too low. Low agility. And I've noticed players who doesn't have the big-time player ID kind of celebration thing. You know, this guy doesn't have it, obviously. You can see the bottom left. They usually don't even have player ID either. Because that type position will make him clunky. When you dribble with him, it would not feel anything special. Next, Pep Guardiola had his gold one when the game was out. I have to say, straight off the bat, orchestrator, 74 at level 1 defensive awareness for orchestrator is pretty solid. Because you got to combine it. He's got good passing skills, orchestrator, and good defensive skills. Blocker interception is shacktastic. One-touch passing, through passing, weighted passing. I wish he had low-lofted pass. Wish granted, he had low-lofted pass. And of course, fighting spirit. That dipping shot can come handy when the ball comes back in a corner kick, whoop it. And in Weaver. So you can trust him on the ball, maybe not run with him with the ball, you know? Obviously, speed, running without the ball, and dribbling, running with the ball, he's not going to be that good. But I think once you level him up, and other good thing about him is go to level 41. In my opinion, he could change a game as an orchestrator. And remember, dude, most people on top 10, top 20, they only use meta players. Just because a player they don't use, I know you guys check top 10, right? What players they're using. Think about it. If you're not a meta player, and if you're not good as them to be a meta player, there's no point in copying them in a way, right? Like Drogba, ain't nobody uses Drogba. Drogba gave me 20 wins. You know, we clutched from Division 3 to Div 1, and I think we haven't lost a game in 9 games. 1 draw, 8 wins in Div 1. Using Drogba. Ain't nobody uses Drogba because low balance, no acrobatic finishing is a terrible combination for a striker. And he likes speed, and dribbling, and ball control. Just saying. So for me, yeah, I think in the midfield he could change a game. But also remember, you can just use Fabinho. Even standard card Fabinho, make him defensive, problem solved. You know what I mean? This is more about, he's your favorite legend, you know? I'm not even saying because he's always on B form. We all know Fabinho is going to be better defensively. But there's always weakness and strength in every player. You just got to make sure if a player has a weakness, make sure that weakness is not your weakness and a weakness in the game. Albert Ferrer is solid. I liked him because he can play CB. Yeah, sure, he's short without aerial superiority. But it worked out just fine. Occasionally when I need to change formation in a way. So as I said, man, you can give him, for offensive fullback, you can make a solid defensive fullback out of him. I think I've got Cafu who's offensive, so if I get him, I'll make him defensive. Same thing, Carlos is offensive, and I made Dennis Irwin defensive. I wish he had blocker though. He's got interception, sliding tackle is good. Pinpoint crossing, one-touch pass, fighting spirit. Yeah, I mean, and defensive and offensive skills. Not perfect, not OP, but obviously type position is low, but he's a fullback. Just burst of speed with him. So we did 21 packs. We got none.